Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Defensecon. It's the showing during the Invictus event that shows off my personal favorite ship manufacturer in Star Citizen, Drake. And very, very cool. I love this ship designer, manufacturer. I just love the design of Drake ships.
But who are you kidding? You'll be blown up and picked clean long before they show up. Stock up on one of Drake's versatile combat-tested ships, and it'll be the Outlaws that'll haul 'em in for them.
I love that. That announcement. It's just kind of mocking the fact that the government just is too slow to respond, so you have to be prepared. It's very Drake. Very, very Drake. I love these ships. Well, I guess since this is at the back, there's the display hall back there, but we're not going to start with that. Let me go ahead and go back in the first person. Let's start with the Caterpillar. A really nice ship. This command pod here is actually, it breaks off and it's its own ship. Not yet. Right now it's just part of the ship, but it's very, very nice. Gotta love it. Let's see here. Down. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go. Let's get up and take a look in the ship. It's very nice. First thing you notice is there's weapons racks, and nice. There's, I think that way is to, I think you can get up to the command deck and every other, a lot of other things. This is the initial habitation room. You got bunk beds and everything. I love the aesthetics. You've got, of course, a bench. I assume. Can you sit on these? Well, maybe not. And you got like some kitchen. You've got a restroom. Small, utilitarian. I loved how just the Drake just feels like a very utilitarian kind of industrial, like kind of not, you know, it's not fancy or anything. So there's multiple cargo rooms. You've got one, and of course the door shuts right in my face. You got 2, 3, and they're identical. 4. I don't know why I was thinking there was just 3. And then there's one on the end, and this opens up to the outside. Actually, I think I can demonstrate that really quick. Yeah, see? It's very cool. Let's go ahead and close that. And then, excuse me. These also, each one of these actually deploys, and both sides can open up, and then you can like load and unload. I know there's a little bit of graphical glitch that I've been having here lately, so forgive that. Oh, I'm stuck in between doors. Okay, thank you. That could have been bad. We go back to the entryway. There's a way to walk over. Actually, I could have. Well, no. Let's go ahead and walk back. I do love a lot of things about this ship in particular. I'm going to cross back over. I've got the elevator room. Then we get the lower hall, which I believe is engineering access. You got this very, like, I don't know, it feels like you're in an old ship. It's very cool. And you get the engineering station here. You can go up. And then, I feel like I'm, oh, because I am. Okay. Indirect component housing. So you got all of this kind of engineering area. I think there's component access. Supposed to be component access here. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So you got the power plant, I believe. I guess that's a jump drive. Got server room or hallway. Okay, and I think to the right here we've got going to, yeah, this is a tractor beam area where you can control the tractor beam and, you know, move things onto the ship. Of course, all these side doors open up, so it would help load and unload. Not sure exactly where the tractor beam thing is. That might be worth looking at on the outside. So, oh yeah, and then straight across we get into the command module. Let's see, and you got the command area. That's pretty cool. We even have somebody who's been very brave and got up on top, an NPC, because there's... Just look at all the NPCs. There's so many NPCs. It's not the most I've seen. I've seen a lot more. And then you can go, you got the pilot, co-pilot, you've got another station here. And down below this, remember that this is actually a ship that can detach. You've got a bathroom. I think it's supposed to have a toilet on it. Kitchenette, 2 beds, table, and then I think this is also tractor beam controls. Of course, you can break this vehicle. It's supposed to be able to break this vehicle off, and then it's actually rather cool because then you can basically use this to load cargo onto the rest of the Caterpillar. It's really cool, actually. I think this is supposed to be an access point out, but right now it doesn't work. The vehicle does have to be finalized. And let's see, we go out here, down. There's a ladder going up. Does it just go on top? I don't know. I'll check that out in a second. Of course, you've got the walkway over the rest, all of these storage things. One thing that's cool is that each of these units here. Oh no, I don't want to go down. I want to go up. I want to stay up, please. Okay, well, at least I didn't die. I have done that. Not in this ship. But anyway, all of these are supposed to be modular. Really? Okay, I'm gonna have to be really careful while walking past these things. Okay. So you can change the modules. I'm not really sure exactly what modules you can replace it with, but like, I think there's like salvage and other things. So you don't only just have to have the cargo modules. This thing can handle, was it like 500 and something SCU of cargo. You got the upper turret. I think this is the upper turret. Does it say? Probably did on the door and coming in. Turret access. And then, would shut in my face. It's kind of cool though, because you can see that there's like double doors, like these sections are supposed to be modular. It's cool. Okay, you can open up. Thank you. And I'm not sure what this ladder is. Can I go up this? Apparently not yet. No. I'm guessing that must be roof access. Probably, it's just not in there yet. And then, oh, there's stairs that go down. Okay, cool. There's stair access back to the engine room. Hallway. Cool. It's a very cool ship, and somebody's lowered the ramp, so I'm just going to go down anyway. Cool. That's the Caterpillar. Really nice ship. Let's go this way, because let's go and take a look at the... Why am I drawing the blank on this? Cutter. It's a cutter, right? I'm not mixing that up with something. No, the cutter. Nice ship. I've used it. It's a nice little ship. It's very durable. It has a lot of hydrogen and quantum fuel, so it's a very good kind of like shuttle. It's a really cool little feel to it. You've got a bed. You've got a bathroom, the shower, and everything else. It's actually fairly nice. The thing that's kind of nerve-wracking, which... Yeah, that comes out so fast it feels like you're going to lose your legs. It's like, how many people have come in with broken knees? You can go in through here. And you got the cockpit. Single seat. Technically, this is a single seat ship. It's actually a pretty cool little thing. It's got armor that comes off of the sides. It's a very nice little ship. I really like it. I don't have one, but they're nice. And then you have, I forget what is this ship called again? There's a plaque. I'm trying to remember what this is called. Oh yeah, the Drake Harlow. Harlow? And it's a data runner. It's very fast. I mean, it's basically a cockpit with an engine on it, with massive engines on it. So it's basically just engines. So it's very fast. Trying to remember how to get access to this ship. Where is the access point? Oh, that looks like that's it. Yeah.
That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships that not only provide function and...
So yeah, it's just a little data ship. It's got a bed. I was thinking it only has one, right? Yeah, it only has one. You know, toilet. Which I just accidentally, the sink. Doesn't look like it's got any sort of kitchenette or anything. Of course, servers. You know, I assume an engineering station. So theoretically, this seems like it could be used by two people. Weapons rack here. And then a cockpit. It's I think, the fastest ship in the game. It's a pretty cool little ship. I don't know that I would have much use for it unless I was just wanting to get around really fast. But it's an interesting ship. And then we've got the Drake Buccaneer. I actually really like this ship. It's not the best, just because of the way the light fighters work in this. This is actually a medium fighter, I believe. It doesn't say. I think it's actually classified as a medium fighter. It's got that Gatling gun on the top. It's actually physical weapons, and I like it. It's just I don't feel like it really competes well with the other ships. It's a shame. I actually really like the way this thing looks. It's really cool. I think it's enjoyable. The Vulture. The Vulture is a very cool and interesting ship. Of course, you're for salvage. Of course, you've got the hull scrapers on the side, and eventually you'll have where you can have a tractor beam, and it'll actually munch the ship parts, so you can actually do even more. It's a very cool ship. Let's go in for a second. Let's go in the back. See here. Lower the ramp. You have some storage here. I'm trying to remember how much. I think it's... How much is it? It's probably... Is it like 8 or... I can't remember how many. I want to say it's like 8 SCU of cargo space, so it's good to have another ship with you, ideally, but then you're going to have to split the profits, so you can kind of squeeze more in here, but it's a little bit risky, so, you know, teach their own. You can also craft, like, things from this, and it's actually really cool to actually get in here and craft things. I actually have one of these ships, so I've used it. It's really cool, actually, when it was bugging out when I got a chance to use it. I haven't had that much time. There's a, I think this is just a suit locker. Yeah. Or a locker. There's a weapons rack here. 2 weapons. I think is this component access? Yes. I assume the thing down there is also component access. This is life support. So I'm going to assume so. It's not opening, so let's just open. There we go. You've got a little bit of a kind of let's see, power plant and other things, more access. I feel like this is a kitchen, like a cooking rack or something, and then you've got a bed, and then you've got a restroom, Drake restroom. Just realized I can actually turn on the lights, can't I? Oh, I guess the lights were already on. And then, you know, the cockpit, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun, actually. You've got another access point here, if I can get it to open. Apparently, it's not going to let me, but you can actually get out here and walk and climb down. There's a ladder on the side. It's cool. Wait. Maybe I'm just trying to go out the wrong side. Button. I guess it's just disabled for in here. Okay. Cool. Climbing down. It's very cool. It's a cool ship. My personal favorite ship in the game, the Corsair. I love this ship. This is a great ship.
These are dangerous times.
Got some problems. It's got some. It's kind of. It can be a little bit fragile at points. Also, it's got a. Even if you have a full crew, it's got this. It's got a massive, well, pretty good sized blind spot behind where no turrets can see. So a good pilot, especially in like a light, maybe medium fighter, can stay behind it and just shoot the ship until it blows up. So, you know, it's got its vulnerabilities, but I absolutely love this ship. It's amazing. And when you fold out the wings, oh, it's so nice. So nice. But anyway, you go up the ramp. It's got a good size. It's got 72 SCU of cargo, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And walk in. Got an engineering station with all of the different components. Can I turn on room lights? Yes. And so it's really nice because you can access everything, but I do feel like in battle when they get all of the damaged component, being able to damage components and everything, a good hit here through this section, through the, you know, center of the ship, can probably disable a Corsair really easy. I think once they get that done, it's going to be a real glass cannon, the Corsair. Through here, you go in here, and let me turn on the lights. You've got this really cool kind of locker. You've got some storage. You've got some suit storage here, two spots for them. And you've got weapons racks, more suit storage. I mean, this is, and then you can open this up. And it's got a 2-stage, and then you can open up the, you can open up to the outside. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was thinking, what am I doing wrong? Should be able to, there he goes. Yeah, see, and it opens right up. I think I can actually close this. Oh, no, that's that one. Oh, that's right. From inside here, you have to hit that. So you have a whole airlock system. It's pretty darn cool. And you go into the habitation area. Let me turn on the lights. You've got a table. Got a whole kitchenette over here. It's really really pretty cool. You've got a whole area to meet. You can actually sit here, and actually I think it's, yeah, 6 people can sit on the table, which actually makes it kind of useful for transporting people as well. And then over here we have the bathroom. No, not the lot. That's not what I meant. I meant to hit the lights. Let's open this up. So you get a nice little bathroom. It's pretty cool. Toilet pops out. A shower. You know, it's a Drake bathroom. It's a little bit bigger than normal, but Drake bathroom. Open up these things. Let's turn on the lights in the room. No, not this one. Sorry, wrong lights. I have to walk in here. But yeah, you've got a bedroom. There's some private storage underneath the beds, and of course there's a little bit of a locker here, the physical storage. And then you've got another one, which is just basically the same, just slightly reversed. Which is kind of cool. And you've got another one. It's identical. Only, yeah, basically these 3 are basically identical, just maybe slightly oriented differently. You've got 2 turrets. They open up to the sides. They're pretty cool. And then you've got, let's go ahead and turn on the lights to this room. Open up that door. Let's turn on the lights. This is the, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. This one. Captain's cabin, which is slightly different. It's basically the same. It's just slightly different. You still have the storage under the bed on each of them. And then got all of this stuff. You've got some sort of storage here, actually, I think. Oh yeah, that's right, open. Not really sure. Oh, I guess it's radar. It's interesting. Anyway. Yeah, and then you got the pilot seat, and you have the co-pilot seat. The co-pilot seat's pretty cool because you go in and it drops you down, spits you out underneath there. And it's, sorry. It's pretty darn cool, actually. That's the Drake Corsair. It's got quite a bit of firepower. It's got what, 6 cannons on it by default. I'm trying to remember what size they are. Is it, I'm drawing a blank. I think it's 4 size 4s and 2 size 3s. I might not be right. I'm trying to remember. And then you can up that to the next one because they're all gimbaled. Although I would recommend leaving gimbal because this thing's not the most maneuverable. So having gimbaled is... Plus it's a lot of firepower anyway. And you've got all the missiles as well. I forget how many missiles. Might just be 8? Is it 8? I don't remember if there's missiles on the other side or not. Alright, this is the Drake Cutlass Black. Very cool ship. This one I have flown, and it's a cool little ship. Come on. There we go. It opens up. Walk on. And it does have, on each side, it's got doors that opens up. It's kind of cool. As you walk back, Okay, so you got a turret on top of this one, and you've got 2 bunks. You've got some weapons racks. Some, I think this is storage, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's storage. Oh. And you've got a pilot and co-pilot seat. So it's basically like a medium fighter slash, you know, light cargo. Forget how much this can move. It's something like 40 SCU. It's a cool ship. It is actually really cool. And then of course, there's VTOL like a lot of Drake ships. Actually, I think most of them do VTOL. Corsair does. I think I believe that the Vulture does, and it's very cool. This one's the Drake Steel. Drake Cutlass Steel. And it's interesting. It's a drop ship. It's got lots and lots of seats for transporting people. I forget how much. Of course, it's got a machine gun in the back, and then on the sides you've got 2 other guns on each side. So the other side also has them. So you have, let's see, 1, 2, what was that? 4 or 5 machine gunners that can shoot out. And yeah, it's kind of interesting because I feel like if you're close enough where you can you need these machine guns to lay down fire, you're also close enough to be very vulnerable to ground fire, especially like railguns and stuff, which I think a team of like railgunners could probably take this thing down pretty fast. So it seems really vulnerable. I can see the point of this if you had like big, like, you know, orgs running around and doing things. I don't know if at this point that makes too much sense, but I don't feel like you'd want to drop them right into the heart of the battle. That's what this feels like it's meant for. So I don't know. I feel like CIG should make this one a lot more tankier than the others, if that's the goal. And I don't think this is any tankier than the others. Maybe make it so that it has like stronger armor or something. It just feels vulnerable to me because I don't think it's any more tankier than all the others. This one's got a turret as well. It's got, you know, the usual stuff, same setup in the forward compartment. Very cool ship. I just don't see it being valuable because, well, they're not sitting ducks. They're not sturdy enough to really be. I feel like this ship needs to have an armor buff. Of course, armor's not in the game, but I don't know, maybe buff its HP and maybe have it, make it so that it has better shields or something. Because I feel like without that, this ship just seems too vulnerable to me. I really like the ship, it just seems really vulnerable. The rescue, there's the Drake, why am I drawing a blank on the Cutlass Red? That's right. Drake Cutlass Red. Very cool ship. I actually really like this one. It's a rescue ship. It's got all the medical stuff in it. I mean, obviously, I have... how do you open up the... oh, that's right. It's over here. No, I don't want to rent it. I want to open the door so I can take a look. There we go. So you got storage space back here. I think you can take a little bit of cargo back here, but not much. You can fit small vehicles in here, which seems like for this ship would be what you'd want it for. And then, do I need to? I guess I do need to open the door. You've got 2 beds, 2 medical beds for doing medical stuff, obviously. You can go in here. You can't respawn from these. But you can, like, activate them and... I don't think you can set that. It just, you can set it back to your primary location from here. But you should be able to, and if you lay down, I think, see something here. Can I turn this on if I'm laying down in it. Ah, yeah, see, you can do your medical care here, which is pretty cool, actually. Obviously, I really love the medical Pisces. This seems like it's a bigger version of it, maybe even better. I really love the medical Pisces as just kind of like a runabout ship, and also it's useful for like emergency, like when I need to respond to something medical. So this feels a lot like that, only not quite, maybe not quite as useful. This looks like a shower. They turned that into a bathroom shower. Because the other ones don't have a bathroom, do they, actually? Beds, weapons racks. This is all the same. I think the co-pilot actually has access to like a spotlight that can look around. Don't see much use for that now, per se, but I think search and rescue come into line if they add search and, which I believe they're supposed to add search and rescue missions. I can see that being useful. Spotlights, because it's so dark anyway. If they had, of course, a lot of lights aren't exactly that bright in this game, so we'll see. This is the Cutlass Blue, I believe. Yes, which is the kind of police variant. It's got, I can't remember what this all has. I think it's got some sort of system in here. Small cargo area. Oh, it's got holding cells. That's right, holding cells. So this would be good for like probably bounty missions and stuff. Oh wow. Yeah, I can see this being very much kind of like the the Razor Crest. For bounty, this would be bounties. This would probably be a good one once they get that going. Right now, I'm not sure it's really any better off than any others. It's got a turret gun. So in here, it's basically as most of the other variants. So yeah, I can see this being useful. And that's it for the Drake line. It's very cool. Is this the display hall? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go take a look at the display hall. Display hall. Display hall. I hope they're not displaying Paul. Okay, so this is the Drake Interplanetary Kraken. Okay, so this is the carrier. It looks really cool, actually. I have to say, like, I love carrier stuff in games. So, if you've ever watched me in Space Engineers, it should be obvious by this point that I love anything having to do with carriers. So the Kraken, this would be cool to have, although you'd have to have an organization. I haven't had much time to play, so I haven't really gotten that much time, but it would be cool to get a group of players and then use a carrier for things, but maybe in the future. Is that it, or is there something over here too, or is it? It's the same thing. Okay. This is a cool ship, though. I do look forward to seeing these in game. Maybe not in the hands of pirates, which is probably what's going to happen, but you know, that still might be kind of cool. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Defensecon. So I think it's funny because Drake has a reputation of being a pirate, used by pirates. So they don't have basically the. Oh, I forgot about their hovercraft. But anyway, they basically aren't allowed in the Invictus shows because of their reputation as being pirate oriented. So they have their own in a separate area. I think that's funny because it's kind of cool because it's just like, well, you know, we're not part of yours, but we're gonna have a show anyway. And it's like, okay, cool. I love the Drake ships in this game. The Dragonfly, that's right, this is the Dragonfly. I've never used it, so I don't know how it performs. It's a hover bike. I think it's got weapons. Yeah, it does have weapons on it. It's very interesting.
Welcome to
Might be worth trying out at some point. I think it's somewhat fragile, so you can hit the ground pretty easy and die, but I think that's pretty much with most hover bikes. I think that's the instance. My favorite, of course, in this whole thing is the Corsair. I love the Corsair. It is such a great ship. My favorite. Alright. So anyway, let me go ahead and... Nope, not that way. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to make content. I've been like unable to really make content for like 2 months. I've actually made some attempts to make content and they haven't really worked. Not just in Space Engineers, but others. But of course, the Space Engineers has been so tricky. So when I have only a little bit of time to try to jump in and do anything, and the game is unable to really be played, and you know, I wait for 20 minutes in my ship and stuff. You know, it's, you know, the game is buggy. It's got issues. I might do some discussion videos and stuff like that for this, but for this game as well. But I love the Drake ships. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again, maybe in the verse. See ya.